A very good day to doctor. My name is Dinesh Lakshmi Tyagarajan. My tweet number is PE190062 from section 2. Today we are going to look at lab 4. It's about CPU, pipeline data hazards, bubbles, and NOP instruction. Okay, now for lab activity 1, we are going to look with pipeline. Okay, now for the lab activity 1, we have already inserted all the instruction in the memory. Okay, we have the move 1 to register 1, move 5 to register 3, and move 3 to register 1, and add register 1 and register 3. So before we do that, first we have to make sure on the show pipeline it stays on top, and we want to use the pipeline and we do not want a bubble, so we click the do not insert bubbles, and that's all. So now we are going to run the, we have to reset program to double check, and then we run. Okay, now let us look at the show pipeline. Okay, we can see the instruction has been executed, and what we're going to monitor now is the three things we're going to look at here is the CPI and SF. We are going to run the program now. So let's run. Okay, the program is ended. Now let us look at the R3 value. Okay, our R3 value is 6. So as what we have predicted earlier, which is the R3 value is supposed to be 8 because of R1 plus R2's value. And we can see here R1 plus R3's value, which is 5 plus 3, which is 8. But now after we run the instruction, we got the value of 6. So which is not what we expected or what we predicted. So now let us look at with NOP instruction without bubble. So what we're going to do now is we're going to insert the NOP instruction. So for that, we have already set the program. Then we're going to add new instruction, the miscellaneous in the NOP. And then the NOP is placed above the add. Okay. Then program. We reset the program, making sure in the show pipeline, we are not going to use the bubbles. Okay. We are just going to have the NOP instruction still without bubble. Then close this, and then we run the program now. Okay, we have achieved the register 3 value as 8 as what we predicted earlier. Okay, so now let us look with on the step 7, which is the with bubble and operand forwarding. Now for the step 7, we're going to delete the NOP instruction, and what we're going to do is we are going to make sure we are going to use with bubble and operand forwarding. So we have to click this, unclick the do not insert bubbles, and enable operand forwarding. So let us see the results now. We reset the program and we run. Okay, we look at the results at register 3. We achieved the value 8. Now let us look at the show pipeline, which enables forwarding on the instruction at read operand. So that is the difference between the function of NOP instruction with bubbles and without bubbles, and also operand forwarding. Now let us see the for instruction number 6. Okay, what's the value we need to insert in table 3.3 with operand forwarding and without operand forwarding with bubbles. Okay, now let us look at it. So for without operand forwarding, let's reset the program and let's look at the show pipeline. Okay, the bubbles is there, and this we have to disable the operand forwarding because we want to measure the three things we want to measure, which is the CPI, speed factor, speed up factor, and also the data hazard. So we have disabled the operand forwarding. Now we flash and let's run the program. Now let us look at the show pipeline. Okay, now for without the operand forwarding, we have the bubble here, which is data. We have the data hazard value as 1, and we have the CPI value as 2.6 and 1.92. Let's jot that down in the table 3.3. We've jotted down the value for without operand forwarding. We have the CPI value as 2.6, speed up factor 1.92, and data hazard 1. Now let us look for with operand forwarding. So for now, with operand forwarding, we reset the program. We go to show pipeline. So we're going to enable the operand forwarding, and let's run the program. So let's observe the show pipeline. Okay, we can see the rate operands have been all the operand forwarding has been executed, and we don't see the data hazard, and we have the CPI and speed up factor value. Let's jot it down. So now we have jotted down both values in table 3.3 for with operand forwarding and without operand forwarding. We can see without operand forwarding we have 1 data hazard, and with operand forwarding that is 0 data hazard. So that's the function of the operand forwarding, which enables it to run without any data hazard. And thank you, and that's all for lab activity 1.